Hello guys, it's Nona Prince and this is what I watched this month, April 2020. Not really what we wanted at the end of the month, losing two great legends, RIP Irfan Khan and Rishi Kapoor. But I don't think they would want us to mourn for them, instead celebrate their life and their legacy. So let's talk about the films. This month was pretty good. Watched a lot of films, completed two series. So let's talk about them. So the reviews for Hit, Trance and Kavdulari are out. Then finally, this month finished the MCU marathon with my father. He really enjoyed Infinity War. We didn't tell him that Endgame has already come out. We told him it's yet to come. And then after 2 days, we showed him Endgame and he loved that too. And 2 days later, we showed Spider-Man Far From Home and he liked that too. It was a pretty amazing run. Watching all the movies in Hindi, pretty well dubbed. Thanos' voice was great. It had that characteristic of Thanos. Then saw Parasite in Hindi on Amazon Prime. Showed it to my parents. They really liked it. And the dubbing was really good. Now let's start with the films I really liked. First film I watched was Her, starring Joaquin Phoenix. What an absolutely incredible film. This is after I reviewed Love Mocktail and I said I don't want to watch any more love stories. But this is not actually a love story or a romantic movie. This is, in other words, sci-fi. The way they show the intricacies, the details, the complexities of a relationship is incredible. That too in a sci-fi theme. It was insane. And in India, we always get a love story when two people fall in love, then something comes between them and they have to fight it and then come back again or reunite. Every movie is that. That's why I said in the Love Mocktail review that it's getting boring. It's the same thing again and again and again. And I think one thing that Indian cinema doesn't explore is what happened after they get together. What happened, how they live, how they're married, what's their life. And I think only one film comes to my mind which delves into it is Sairat. We see what happens after they run away, the things they face, the fight they have, how to sustain life after, getting the loved one, after the souls are together, like what after that. That is the only Indian movie I can think of which did that. That bit was a very small part. But the way this film deals with relationships, the complexities, it's just amazing. The small details, people growing up together, then it's time to move on. The loneliness, the alienation, how to maintain relationship. Now I have said in past that hashtag forever single. I don't know these things. I've just heard about them, watched it in movies and all. Just watching the movie, you get to know what are the things that go into a relationship. It's not just I love you, oh I love you back, and that's done. It's never that simple. And I would definitely ask you guys to go watch this film. I watched it on Netflix and now it's on Amazon Prime. I don't know what's the deal. Moving on, saw finally V for Vendetta. So let's talk about the past of this film. It is actually a graphic novel. So what happened in 70s and the 80s was the American comic book companies, they were very tired of the writing, very small, good versus bad, very simple narratives. So they called English writers from England, UK, wherever. So they brought English writers into the States and asked them to write something for DC, for Marvel, everything. And that's how we got Watchmen. V for Vendetta was one. So who were these writers? Alan Moore, Neil Gaiman. There's some pretty amazing stuff. And recently Nerdwriter made a video how Miracle Men changed superhero genre. And that was done by Alan Moore. So go check it out. And again, this is very different from what superheroes we have seen in Marvel, DC, whatever. It gets into the nitty gritty. It goes to dark places. It shows what power can do, what power is, what government authorities can do. I really like this film. And it's incredible how relatable this film is in today's time, before the coronavirus started. Then saw Martin Scorsese's The Departed. Okay, it was okay, good film. The plot twist and the build up, the tension between the two characters, and you really feel that, and that's a really good thing to bring that out through a film. But the first 30 minutes of this film was just a headache for me. Now I don't know what was in his mind about the editing. Maybe there are deeper meanings to it, okay, but it just gave me a headache. Just rapid unnecessary cutting of the close-ups and suddenly this talking and this, it feels like they're continuity errors, but they of course mean something. It's Martin Scorsese. To be honest, it just gave me a headache. After 30 minutes it was better, it became normal. Maybe he just wanted to show the rush, the chaos in the department and all that. And overall I like the film, I like the twist, I like the tension he created in the film. The acting was good, and I think that's it. See, gangster genre is not something I look forward to. If it's Indian, it becomes more relatable, but what happened in US and all the Irish gang war, it doesn't excite me. Then I saw a beautiful film, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, on Netflix. What an amazing film. Just fell in love with it. and I would just recommend you go watch it. I'll not tell anything about the film, just go watch it. Don't watch a trailer, don't see who's in it and everything, just go and watch the film if you trust me. Otherwise it's okay, no problem. I'll not feel bad. It's okay. Then I saw a film which just screwed my mind. Predestination. If you remember, I think it was one of the podcasts in which Joshua recommended this film, and I finally watched it, and it's just a mind. I'm not kidding you. It's again sci-fi, time travel. Very small film, 1 hour 40 minutes, something like that. But it just disturbs your brain. Gives you a headache. It's a cool concept. I like the concept. I like the idea. The execution was good. I predicted the twist halfway through the movie. It was too obvious for me, but still the way they do it, it's just really incredible and really just dimag ka bharta ban gaya. Then some of the movies I find okayish and like I would not recommend, in other words. So first was Sumangal Zyada Savdhan. Now let's just keep aside the LGBTQ theme of the film aside and just talk about the film in general. It is not a good film. Like the script doesn't make sense. Some of the scenes don't make sense. It's not consistent, and like not a good film. Just here and there some good dialogues, that's it. It's just not just a strong film. And over that, just the envelope of itself, LGBTQ film, it makes sense. It deals with the topic, but I think the topic is not that lightly in India right now, that the jokes and all that didn't work for me, because I think people who go through this, who face all this, it's not funny. Tried to create comedy, but it didn't work, and maybe I am thinking too much. I was expecting it to change the views of people. I like that it doesn't preach, but again, just didn't work. Then saw Angrezi Medium, Irfan Khan's last film. He was really good. Deepak Dobriyal was amazing. Even Hindi Medium, like I find it very overrated. Like when I watched this film, I was like, what? Like it just goes into an area of unacceptability for me. And some people enjoyed it, some people liked it, people loved Hindi Medium. And this film also does that, goes into an unacceptable place, and you're like, why is this happening? What's the purpose of this? They could easily tell the story and drive the message through without going into just fantasy, but they did, and both Hindi Medium and Angrezi Medium didn't work for me. Then my mother wanted to watch Jawani Chaneman, so I sat with her. Yeah, that's it. Let's move on. So the two series I watched was Special Ops. Already made a video about it. Go check that out. And Afsos on Amazon Prime. It's totally dark humor. Really funny at times. If you're not into dark humor, I would not recommend this at all. But apart from the dark humor, the things they want to explore, I think they just went into too many directions with it. They went into mythology, they went into conspiracies, immortality, alienation, depression, suicide attempts. Just went into a lot of things, and at the end I felt that they didn't know what they wanted to tell, and at the end was just didn't make sense to me at all. It does raise good questions, they go places, but again they went into too many directions, and at the end it just doesn't connect at all. But it was a first time for the creators, so for that it was a good attempt. So guys, that was it this month. All these movie shows. Do let me know what did you watch in the comments below. Let's talk movies. I'm looking forward to watch a lot of stuff in May. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.